Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back to JR Budgets and to July's week one cash stuffing. Hope you've had a great week. And yeah, we had a bit of a heat wave in Ireland during the week, and it was so nice to get a little bit of rain there on Saturday or yesterday, and it kind of cooled everything down because it was so hard to sleep at night, so hot. And yeah, we're not built for this heat. I think like the houses here are built to keep the heat in, not to keep it out. But anyway, cash stuffing for week one of July. So I have just filmed cash count up for the end of June, but so you will see like some changes in the binder, but I'll post it during the week. But for now, let's see what we are stuffing this week. So usual 5 and coin, and then five. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80. So €280 getting stuff this week. And I also have, if I can find it, €10 left from last week. So I did spend some money, a good bit of money out of some of the binders or some of the envelopes this week. So I bought some bits on Amazon with the Prime Day, but I'll explain that along the way. So into my sinking fund binder, and I also got some new envelopes. So I need to get some vinyl for these. I'm thinking like little, just like white vinyl for just in the top. But they are a lot neater. You'll see like how slim the binder looks in the end. But anyway, let's get rocking and rolling. So into technology, and this week it's going to get a tenner. So I spent €100 out of this during the week to get bought a new Kindle on Amazon Prime Day. So it should have 175. So 150 in the bank already, and then 20, 20, 25. So it does €175. So did you buy anything on Amazon Prime Day? Did you get any good offers or anything like that? I actually got a few bits. Since I got a Kindle and I got cat stuff, which I'll let you know when I get there. Eating out is not going to get anything, so it has 130 still, so that's perfect. Um, what's next? Health is also not getting anything, and it has 150, so that's fine for now. Um, Cats is actually going to get €20 this week, so I also spent €100 out of cats on Amazon Prime. So I got a new litter tray for them. I got some Whiskas pouches. So I got 2 packs of 86 or 84 pouches. They were like supposed to be like 35, and then they were down to 25, and then there was like €10 off if you spent 50. So I think I spent like 42 of that. And I also got a new like scratching slash climbing post for them. So I spent €100 out of that envelope in the end for them. So they're I'm waiting for the timing frame thing to come. So they'll be delighted. They're delighted with the pouches anyway. Clothing is not getting anything, and it still has €50. So the last time I went there was before my holiday, so that's fine. And then the home binder has 110, or home envelope, and it's not getting anything this week either, so that is fine. And then haircut is also not going to get anything this week, and it has 65, so I can leave it at that. And then the subscriptions binder, which is like what I used to save for like the likes of Amazon, Disney Plus, any of those ones. And I'm going to pop in a fiver to that one this week. So it's the Netflix challenge from Budget with Ira, but it has 35 €30 at the moment in that one. So we can just pop that back in there. And that will do for now. And then last but not least in this binder is I didn't. Did I fill in these? I can't remember. I didn't fill in this one, so I'm going to put in 25 into this one. So plus 25, 2875. So this one should have 2,875. So 2,500, 600, 850, and then the 25, 2,875, which is going in here. And that is it for my sinking funds. Let's get on to savings challenges. And the first one is Hoot Loot, and that is from my spending money for the week. So I gave myself 50 quid, which I never spend all of it anyway. So it's just more of a way to actually save. And then I roll a dice if I can find it in here, although it's probably pointless rolling it because Hoot Loot is very nearly completed. I have 2 or 6, so there. You know what? I'm not going to bother rolling it. I'm going to put in. I'm trying to think. What am I doing this week? Can I put in 30, 20? Ooh. Well, like I'm going to put in 20. I will actually. I'm going to use that tenner from last week, and I will put in 30. So I'll put in 30, and then that also gives me 30 euro for spending for the week. So which means I have now. I can't even find my black marker. Where earth do? Oh, it's over here. This side. So I have completed Hootloot, which has. Let's just color it in for the sake of coloring it in. Hootloot has been completed with 20, 40, 50, and 500. So 550 euros in Hootloot. And apologies if you can hear that. That's my neighbor reversing loud with his car. So 550 quid in Hootloot. So I need to decide what I want to do with that. I actually might put it towards travel. But I'll see. So Hootloot has 550 quid, which is amazing. My travel money for the week then is 20 euros. And I am on the Travel Tarot Challenge, which I have over here. It's tarot cards, and I'm mixing them up and I'm putting in whatever I get. And I do have, I'm kind of lucky that I have the 30 quid because if I overspend on one of these, I can take it from my spending money. So XII, which is 12, so that's perfect. So let's pop in that down here, and that's 12 euros going here. So which gives me 8 for travel. Oh, such disaster. 8 for travel anyway, which is absolutely perfect because I am in office 2 days this week, so that's actually more than enough. And then that one has, if I can count it up, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 10, 20, 30, 35, and 50. So 85 euros in the travel tarot challenge. If I can get in behind that and above that, then behind. These ones are stuffed on shorts, so I'll do them during the week. Scratch off challenge. Let's do one of these. Apologies, I'm shaking the absolute shoe crap out of you. So that's a fiver. So I'll add 5 in there for the scratch off challenge, and that is a budget with honey scratch off challenge. Save Apple, this is one I'm kind of eager to finish. I feel like it's been going on for a while, so let's roll. So 1, so I'm going to go to the very first one I have, which is save 15. So I'm going to see if I can take, does that have a fiber? Nope, I don't. So let's go save 15. Let's roll again. And another one, which is save 5. So let's leave it at save 20. So I'm going to take that back and put in a 20. So that now has 20, 40, 60, 110, 310 euros in that one. On to the new challenges I did last week, blocks. So this is like Tetris. It is a budget with Ira challenge. So let's take one of these and let's put it there. And that is a fiver. Then we can go into that challenge, the blocks challenge. So I pop in 5 over there. And then the jelly bean jar is probably going to get 2 rolls, maybe even 3, depending on what we get. So let's roll. And we have green, which is 15. And I'm going to grab the green marker because it's on the ground over across the room. Okay, I have it. So let's go green here. That's 15. So let's do another roll and see what we get. Purple, which is, what did I say purple was? Did I say dark blue? And then, yeah, I think I said dark blue. And that is 10, so that's 25. Do I gamble and do one more? Okay, let's go one more. Fuck it, I'm a gambling person. And red, which is 15. So what did I get? 15, 40 euros. Genie Mac. Going into the jelly bean jar. Oh, I hope I can afford that this week. So 40. Dope. So that has 50, 60 already in there. So that's actually 100 euros in the jelly bean jar now. So, and that is that. So move that back out of the way. And where am I? Going on into travel. So what have I left? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, and 80. So let's go in here. Passport to success, and let's cross off. Where did I put the bill? Let's cross off. Let's cross off two. So that's a tenner going into passport to success from budget with Ira, which is 55 and 50. 105 now in this challenge. And then that can go back into here. And then knocking everything. Travel fund has loads. Accommodation is going to get a tenner. So let's cross off one of these. And I can put 10 euro. And this should have, if I remember correctly, 290 now. So 250 in the bank, 20, that's 270, 80, 90 in accommodation fund. London, I will pop in. Nothing, I might come back to London. This one, I think I made a mistake with this. So 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. 10, 15, 20, 30, 50. So I think I have too many in here. So I'm going to put in 10, which brings us to 60. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So I need to color in this properly. And then this one. And I will reallocate that and clean it off during the week. That has 60 euro now, and that will go into one of the trip challenges. And then Japan has its money in the bank. So on to the birthday binder. Gifts I will leave as it is, and my mom I will put in a tenner, which means I can cross off another one of those. So that should have 30, 60. She should have 90 euro now. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 makes 90. So that's all good for that one. And then last but not least, with the binder wise anyway, I have 10, 20, 30, 40. 40 euros to play with. So let's go into Christmas and let's roll 12-sided dice. So number 11, which is back, that's number 12. So number 11 is going to leave that out. The pretty poinsettias, and each of those, I don't know if you can see, I've written down is a fiber. So I'm going to put in 5 and color in one of those. which should leave me with 35. So the gamble is, do I put the 35 straight into the challenge box, or do I do one more? Let's do one more roll. Number 5. So let's put that back, and let's go to number 5. I think that's the mittens one. Oh, you sugar eggs. 4 and 5. So it's the toasty mittens, and they're a tenner each. So let's put €10 in there, and let's color in another toasty mitten. So yeah, I think I said in my consolidation video that I've spent about €50 for Christmas already. So what I've bought is, oh damn it, oh well, I'll just pretend that that's the same one. It should have been over there. But I bought little flip top bottles, and I am making homemade vanilla extract for people, like as in a homemade like edible gift. So, and I bought some vanilla, and then I bought vodka because that's how you actually extract it. So what you do is you, like the little bottles, you split the vanilla beans, put them into the bottle, and then top them up with vodka, and the alcohol extracts like the vanilla flavor, and then it takes like a good what you call it? It takes like 6 months to extract. Well, I think you can use it after a month, but like the longer you leave it, like the more potent it is. So I'm going to do that as one of like a Christmas, like homemade Christmas gift for people. I also am going to do like homemade hot honey. But I didn't make the honey, but I'm making the hot honey, and I'm also going to do like candied nuts. So yeah, that would be nice. A nice little gift for homemade gift for people for Christmas. So it's a lot of bit of thought put into it, but also it's a little bit like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it anyway. So I made it like what, during the week, maybe last weekend, and it already smells amazing. So anyway, €25 then left for this week's cash stuffing, and I'm going to put it into the challenge box if I can make room. So let's definitely feel like that went in very quickly. So officially getting to finish off this. So that's 10, 20, and 25. So I'm literally on the home straight on this. There's less than 2 rows left with my 3K challenge box. Now I need to decide when this is finished, what do I actually do with it? Because it's a lot of money, €3,000. So I'll probably put some of it into the house fund. But there we go for now. Thank you so much for watching. As always, do leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know. Tell me anything you want in the comments down below. And for now, I will let you go, and I will chat you in my next video during the week at some stage. Take care and have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.